Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you tonight from Laurel, Spartan Stadium, where our Elwood City Wolverines have traveled up here to take on the 4-2 Laurel Spartans. A beautiful night for football. As many of you know, we got bumped up an hour, some inclement weather coming in here in a couple hours, so they opted out to try to get here a little bit quicker. The public address announced speaker is right beside us, and I hope it's not affecting the broadcast at all, but maybe it is. So is that bothering you guys? Is that bothering you guys?
Yeah, whatever you guys need, just let us know.
We're sharing a press box here tonight with a couple of the coaches from Elwood City. It's a beautiful press box here, but a lot of people in it tonight. Several people covering this game, and it's being covered, quite frankly, because this is a playoff game for the Laurel Spartans.
Yeah, the Wolverines tonight can play spoilers, as we officially have 3 teams that are 4-2. There's a lot of things that can go into that, but I would say Laurel is your front runner, but Neshannock is 4-2. They play Beaver Falls tonight, so that's going to be a tough one.
Yep.
And then you also have, New Brighton? New Brighton's also 4-2, and I think they have.
Well, Freedom's in there. Freedom's in
there as well.
They're playing Mohawk.
Yep.
So we're lining up here for kickoff. Not much pregame. That hour ahead threw us off a little bit, but we got great internet service here. We have a cell phone tower right in front of our eyes, and nice stadium here. The band just got done with the Star Spangled Banner, and our Wolverines looking for their first win of the season, 0-6. Not much we can say about it.
Right.
I will say that my name is Thad Sturgeon, alongside Brad Windhorst. We thank you for joining us this evening and for this game. What was it, Brad? Elwood won the toss?
I believe Elwood won the toss, and they deferred, so Riverside.
The Greens
Spartans will be receiving first half.
So here's the run-up in the kick by senior Ryan Gibbons. Driving kick, picked up there at the 25-yard line by number 2. Around that right side he comes, makes the first wave miss. Fumble, get on that ball. That's Elwood City ball. Fumbled at the 45-yard line, recovered by number 14, Ashton Wilson. Great way for this Wolverines offense to start. You couldn't have scripted it any better. You defer to the second half, and next thing you know, kickoff, and it was a nice run back there by number 2, Kobe DeRosa, until he dropped the ball at the 45-yard line. So Wolverines set up shop on offense, 1st and 10 from the 45.
Also involved with the turnover, it's 1st and 10, Elwood City at the Spartan 45-yard line.
So the Wolverines 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Laurel's losses this year have been to Beaver Falls, and there's a handoff to Zach Gatto. Not much room there. Picked up about 2 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 8.
Zach Gatto, number 5, the ball carrier. He gains a couple of yards.
Couple yards. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 8. Number 76 on that line out there. Keegan O'Brien. I think it's 78. 5'10", 300 pound. Like a bowling ball out there. Keeper by Gibbons. Rolls out to the right, and he's taken down in the backfield. Heavy pursuit there by number 51, Ryan DiMuccio for the Laurel Spartans. Loss of 2 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
He was caught by Ryan DiMuccio, number 51, along with Luke McCoy.
So the Wolverines setting up shop here on this 3rd down. And you look over the stats for the season. Third down has been an issue for the Wolverines. Last week was not very effective at all on 3rd down. I think they were, 2 for 11 in the game.
Correct.
Gibbons in his shotgun, 2 to the right, 2 to the left, back to pass. He has some time. Now he's under pressure, being chased. Ball's thrown out there over the head of the intended receiver. Ball falls incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Gibbons back to pass. He had a quick second there, or 2, and then the line gave way and he came through. So 10:47 left to go here in this first quarter. Wolverines in punt formation. Back to receive. That's number 6, Colin Bartley. Little high snap. Kick high, end over end kick. Good punt there. And it's going to be down there at the 14-yard line. So nice punt there by Gibbons of
15-yard line.
41 yards for Gibbons. So the Spartans now setting up their offense. 1st and 10, ball on the 14-yard line. Of course, congratulations goes out to our middle school football team. They finished out their season with a perfect record with that commanding win over Mohawk this past Wednesday night. A great game, and it is on file at ecwolverines.com if you'd like to take a look at that in all the games from the season. Under center, there's a handoff to that left side. Up the middle he goes. Makes a few men miss. He's still running. He's at the 40, 50, 45, 40. One man to beat, and he beat him. 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown. Laurel Spartans, first play from scrimmage. 86-yard run for number 6, Luke McCoy. Wow, they answered that fumble that they had. So that was, 86-yard run.
Yards.
He came off that left side and was just gone. So that brings our score 6-0 here. 10:23 left to go. Extra point forthcoming.
I believe the kicker's number 2, I think, Kobe DeRosa.
There's the kick. Straight style kicker he is.
And it's
Up
good.
and good. That brings our score 7-0. 10:23 left to go here in the early stages of this first quarter. So this will be the final game for the Wolverines tonight, and turn the page, but we do still have some fall sports going on.
Yep.
Congratulations to our girls volleyball team. Perfect season.
Yep, 14-0 on the year. They were able to get all 14 games in, and I think that kind of helped them in the rankings. Coming in this week, they were ranked number 3. On Monday, they bumped up to number 2. They surpassed Surrey Catholic. North Catholic is number 1 right now with 11-0 record. But you go and finish a full season, 14-0, 14 full games, and in dominance. Out of the 14 games, they lost 5 sets.
Wow.
They were 37 of 42 sets all year long.
That's knowing how to get it done. So the playoff seedings have not been set yet.
Right, they won't. It's either going to be Friday night. I have a feeling it's maybe set till Monday, and then Tuesday will be the play-in, and then I believe will be Thursday night.
Brad will keep you apprised of all those things at ecwolverines.com, our Twitter and Facebook pages.
Right.
And don't be afraid to look up. They do have their own Facebook page, the girls volleyball team.
They do.
So they can keep you updated on what they're doing.
I will say, unfortunately, because of playoffs, we will not be able to live stream. But the moment that we find out where the pairings are, AD Kurt Augustinelli did promise me that at least one of us, whoever it may be, can be a media guy and will be allowed to be in there with no issues.
That's good to know. So we can keep
the moment
you
we find
updated
out,
through the
we'll be there.
Yep, very good. Okay, kicking off now is Laurel after that 86-yard touchdown run. Driving kick, and we'll take that. Out of bounds it goes. So I would think as a coach that would have to drive you nuts.
I can understand it if you've got
We had another
returners.
flag come in there.
Maybe just a late one.
Well, why would they throw 2?
Got to throw something sometimes.
No, wait to see what.
The only time I would ever kick out of bounds is if there's a big return that just.
Yeah,
but it's too early for that.
Yeah, a little too early for that. But anyway, the ball was out of bounds. We'll wait to see what.
Yep. So kick out of bounds by Laurel.
So that'll be Wolverines' ball.
Yep.
At
Should be at
the
the 35 unless it went out of wherever it went out of bounds. In this case, I believe it's the 36. Yep.
So Wolverines setting up shop now for their second offensive drive of the evening. Ryan Gibbons, a senior quarterback, is in the shotgun. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Sends Ashton in motion. There's a handoff to Ashton, that jet sweep around there. Found a little bit of crease and made his way up through there.
We saw a
Nice
little bit of
pickup
this.
on the game, about 7 yards.
Right. We saw this a little bit from last week with Wilson and Spatafor in that jet sweep.
Around there to do
and
that,
it has been
so
effective.
It has been effective. I think sometimes you get afraid of going to that well too many times, but
you gotta change
might
it
as
up a
well
little
go until it stops.
Right.
Number 55, he's a big man in the middle there.
Yes, he
Mitch
is.
Mouse, 6'4", 285. There's a handoff to Gatto, and the aforementioned, that was number 78, brought him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of about 2 on the play. But that number 55, Mitch Miles, you heard a lot about him preseason. Brad, they talk about, players to watch and those things. And he's been a player to watch and a pretty strong staple in that Laurel defensive line. So that's going to bring up a third and long 4. Hand off to Gatto, weaves his way through, and he's hit hard, driven back. Number 6 came in, Colin Bartley, to make the final hit. I think big number 78 was in there to slow things down. That's going to be a 3 and out for the Wolverines. So they are now in punt formation.
Ryan Gibbons in to kick and deep for the Spartans is
Back to receive is Luke McCoy. Good snap.
Good kick.
Driving kick.
Good kick.
Takes a bounce and going to go out of bounds. They're stopping
That's
in
awesome.
bounds
Right at the 15.
15 yards, at the 15-yard line. So another 41-yard punt
finishes movement on
for senior Ryan Gibbons.
there. 8 minutes 40 seconds remaining.
So there's 8 minutes and 42 seconds left remaining in this first quarter. After you do a middle school game, it's only 8 minutes.
It
and you
feels
come here
weird.
for 12. It's just
And I understand why they do 8 minutes to a certain
I
degree,
don't.
But just give me 4 more minutes.
Okay, Laurel on their first drive, 1 play, 86 yards. Let's see what they can do here on this second possession in this first quarter. Under center. Number 2 handoff. Nowhere to run this time for Colin Bartley. He's brought down immediately. Number 53 in there for the Wolverines. Cameron Reynolds, senior captain Cameron Reynolds, with the initial stop. So on that defensive line out there, you got Cameron Reynolds, you got Don Stifler is out there. Caleb Heitzenrader, he's a senior, playing in his final game. And kind of 3 down linemen. And then we'll probably see somebody move up. You got DiCaprio, Mayaker out there in that linebacker defensive end position. Under center, sends a man in motion. Back, tries to pass. Looks like he slipped a little bit. Weaves his way around there, makes a man miss, stumbles his way forward, made something out of nothing, all the way out to the 27-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Laurel first down. And the Wolverines on that play had really good pursuit and just was not able to get their hands around them to get them stopped. So first down, new set of downs here for Laurel. Ball on the 27-yard line. Number 2, Kobe DeRosa under center. Sends a man in motion. Handoff up the middle. Goes number 6. Around that left side. Weaves his way forward. Picks up about 9. Did Luke McCoy on the play. I think Ashton Wilson was in there for a stop, but shifty move in there by DeRosa. So it's going to be another first down for Laurel. Ball on the 38-yard line. I think that was they got a nice spot on that one. I had them back a couple yards. So 1st and 10. There's a pitch out to number 15 this time. First time we've seen him run the ball. Picks up about 3 hard-earned yards on the play. I think Peyton O'Brien was in there to get the initial stop.
Carry was
The
by
runner
number
was
15, like you said, Michael Pascarello.
Going to bring up a second down. Gave him 6 yards on that run. Going to bring second down and 4.
Laurel with 5 rushing plays so far, 115 already on the
Yet
ground.
to pass the ball. We've not seen this type of formation yet this year. Now we're seeing it now. There's a handoff to number 6 around it. Makes his way through the middle. Driving his way forward all the way down to the 44-yard line was Luke McCoy. I'm sorry, was that number 9, the carrier?
Nope, I think it was McCoy.
Okay, McCoy. Nice pickup on the play. That's another first down for Laurel. And I tell you what, if they keep just going and getting these 7-10 yards per run, why do anything different? So 1 wide out. Coming across number 22. Back to pass. First pass of the game. Hitting there.
Wow.
Made his way out of there. The number 2 throws it up and throws it away. Well, I thought they had him in the backfield for a sack.
He did, yeah. He did fumble
I'm
it.
not sure who was there. He kind of almost fumbled the ball, but was able to recover it in midair.
Right.
And keep running around with that. Was that Cameron Reynolds in there?
I believe so.
Yeah, there were several guys on that play to get in there. I think Mayacher was in there to really finally put the pursuit on to make him throw up the ball. So incomplete pass stops the clock with 6:13 remaining. 2nd down and 10 for Laurel from their 44-yard line. So 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Far side man motion coming near. On the keeper was number 2. Up the middle he goes. Taken down there by DiCaprio, but not after about an 18-yard gain by Kobe DeRosa, quarterback. And it was really, he did a great job selling that handoff, as I thought the motion man coming across had the ball, and he just kept a hold of it and drove his way forward. A little over pursuit by the defense there gave him some room to run. So 1st and 10 again for Laurel. It's about their 4th first down on this drive. Ball resting on the 26-yard line. Pretty methodical drive here by the Laurel Spartans as they're moving down the field. DeRosa under center, handoff. Falls through there, not much on that play. Credit senior Cameron Reynolds for the stop of number 6, Luke McCoy. Give him about 3 yards on that play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 7. Ball on the 28-yard line. Some pretty good size out there. Andy Harlan, number 68 in that right guard position. He's 6 foot tall, but a solid 260 pounds, along with Ryan Collier, 5'10", 300 pounds. In a shotgun this time. Keeper DeRosa, up the middle he goes. Makes a man miss. Fall the way down to the 10-yard line. Zach Gatto was there to make the stop, but not after about a 16-yard gain. Was that, Brad?
I believe so.
So 1st and 10, and the ball is right at the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal for.
Yep, so 1st and goal. Yep, you're right.
First and goal. DeRosa under center. There's a pitch to number 22. Drives it down just about to the 1.5-yard line. That runner was Landon Smith. First time we've seen him carry the ball tonight. Pickup of about 8 on the play. Brought down there by Spatafora. Going to bring up 2nd and goal.
2nd down, the ball is placed on the 2-yard line.
One wide out to the left. Tight formation inside there. What do you call this kind of offense, Brad? I'm at a loss for words.
You get that wishbone.
Handoff, wishbone, number 6. Powell pushes forward, and that is far enough for the Laurel Spartan touchdown. 2-yard run there.
Luke McCoy keeps those legs chopping. Touchdown, Spartans.
So that brings our score 13-0. Extra point forthcoming. DeRosa with the kick. And that kick is good. Ashton Wilson almost got his third extra point block of the year, but did not. That brings our score now 14-0. 3 minutes, 47 seconds left to go. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. The score here 14-0 favor Laurel Spartans over our Elwood City Wolverines. So we got a kickoff here. That was a very methodical drive there by Laurel. They took that ball. What was it? Another about an 84-yard drive. About 7 plays. There was one incomplete pass in there. Everything else was pretty much running the ball down their throat. Run up in the kick high. Not a real deep kick. Taken there. Dropped by Spadafora. I think that's Laurel's ball. We'll wait to see. Yep. Fumble on that play. Number 88 with recovery, Brady Cooper. And the ball got kicked high, end over and kicked almost in no man's land. Zach Gatto was going to get it. Spadafora went to get it. And either one of them bounced off of Spadafora. So Laurel was setting up shop here in Elwood territory with the short field at the 30-yard line. So under center, sends a man in motion. Back to pass is number 4. Coming through there is
picked off. That's a pick. Yes, they are. They're marking.
Yep, we got it back. Who was that got that, Brad?
I want to say it was Zach, but I'm not sure. Nope. Was it Wilson? Yep, it was Ashton Wilson.
Okay, good for him. And, hey, I tell you what, put an asterisk by that. Anthony Teolis, number 22, darted through there and made the quarterback throw that ball quick, and then the athletic Ashton Wilson was able to get down there and get that ball intercepted. So
3:36 now.
3:36 now. The Wolverines will have the ball at the 24-yard line.
So indirectly turnover back.
There's a big dude.
Yeah.
Mitch Miles. He fills up that middle pretty prominently. Gibbons back to pass, under pressure, throws the ball out there. Ooh. Caught by Ashton Wilson, but hit immediately by number 22, Landon Smith. Maybe give him a couple yards on the play, but Ashton paid the price for that one. Really no gain on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd down, 10.
In the shotgun. There's a handoff to Zach Gatto. Hits his own man. Makes the man miss, but no gain really to runner hide. Number 77 was there to make the stop. Don't have a number for him, a name for him by his number. But that's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. Pickup of 1 for Gatto.
That's why it's 71.
71.
That's why.
Okay.
Every once in a while, we'll get a roster where it's not correct. You're right.
Right. Okay, 3rd and 9. Big play here for the Wolverines. 2 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left. In the shotgun is Senior Gibbons. Hand off to Gatto. Up the middle he goes, but about 4 yards on that play. Darting in there was number 9, James McVicker for so pickup of about 3 on that 3rd and 9. Going to bring up a 4th and 6. 4th and 5. So we have a timeout for Elwood City. So and not have quite the right deployment out there for that punt. So during this timeout.
Now this is one of my favorite fundraisers. This is a ticket good for the entire.
So a lot of Elwood City sports action this past week. On Monday, you had Joey Hudson, the senior boys golf. He finished 32nd at AA, PIAA Heritage Hills Golf Course. He finished 32nd. So, and that's, like I said, that's not just Whippeals. That is PIAA. So he's competing, I believe, against, I want to say there was like 78 or 76 that qualified. So very good job for Joey Hudson. Then you also had co-ed soccer finish their season on Monday officially, and then now we have volleyball. So after tonight, we just have volleyball for the fall sports.
But November will be here before we know it.
Yeah.
That'll be they'll be starting up for the fall for the winter sports.
Right.
I think they can officially start
mid-late
practicing
December, and they start practicing.
November 4th.
Yep.
So, okay, Wolverines in that punt formation. Gibbons back there, feet resting on the 15-yard line. Waits the snap. Good snap.
Another good
High
punt.
kick.
Wilson right there.
Takes an Elwood City bounce.
Good bounce.
All the way down to the 28-yard line.
So let's see how that is officially a 43-yard kick.
43-yard kick for Gibbons. That was his third punt of the night. So we'll have Laurel back out on offense. So 2 turnovers, but no points off of turnovers yet this evening. 2 for Laurel now. They had a fumble on the initial kickoff and the interception thrown on their last series. So they're setting up shop there. We'll call it the 29-yard line. There's a sweep around there for number 15. He's got a blocker out there. He's got a man going down where he goes. He's at the 30, 25. He beat his man 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
71 yards.
71-yard touchdown run.
Hear a couple whistles
we do have
back
a flag
here.
down here, don't we?
Yeah, we do have a flag right at the 40. So I have a feeling there's going to be a hold after the first down was made.
By the spot of the foul, of the flag.
Yeah, it's right in the middle of the field
But
at
they're
the 40.
conversing for a while. I'm not really sure why.
Yep.
Usually a hold's not too much to talk about.
They're going to say personal foul.
Personal foul against Elwood City.
Yeah.
That touchdown's going to stand.
And that will be also most likely assessed on the kickoff.
Not sure what just happened there, but nonetheless, that was Pasquarella, number 15, Michael Pasquarella,
number 15.
and on that long run. So we've seen a long runs tonight. Of 86 yards, and that one was 71.
Yep.
4 touchdowns. So that our score is 20-6, minute and a half. Yeah, they had a 2-yard run for a touchdown. Yeah. I was talking about the long
like
ones.
another 80-yard drive.
Yeah. Yep. So we await the kickoff. Or the extra point, I beg your pardon. Here's the snap. Ball is down. That kick is up.
He's just
and
missing.
Good. That brings our score 21-0. 1:31 left to go here in this first quarter. We'll be right back.
The Wolverines, 0.
I'll be ready when you are. Welcome back, folks. The score 21-0 here. Laurel Spartans over our Elwood City Wolverines. that personal foul on that touchdown run is going to be marked off on this kickoff. So Laurel will be kicking off from their 45-yard line.
The personal foul penalty will be assessed
So
on the kickoff.
I always get a little nervous in this situation. Now, I mean, they're up 21-0, but if you're going to do an onside kick,
This is the time to do
this
it.
is the time to do it because you're not going to really lose that much field position if you do. So back to receive is Gatto and Wilson. We've seen that tandem back there all year. Run up and a kick. Driving kick. Taken there at the 2-yard line by Wilson. Trying to find his way through, and he does not get through. Brought down at the 15-yard line. About a 13-yard return for Wilson.
By number 10.
Number 10,
Aiden Collins.
Aiden Collins in there to make the stop on special teams. So Wolverines offense has been struggling all season, and we've seen it here again in the first quarter. See if they can get something going here on this drive. So is that 65 Ryan Welsh out there?
You got it.
Yep. He's checked in at the game at the guard position. Gibbons handoff to Zach Gatto. Weaves and dances his way, but met about 3 Laurel Spartans when he got past the original line of scrimmage. Picked up a couple of tough yards there. So on that line out there right now, we got Donovan Stifler, our center all year. Cameron Reynolds, Caleb Heitzenrader on that left side. 63's out there too.
Very short gain on the play.
Anthony Baird.
Inside 1 minute to play.
So 1 minute remaining here in this first quarter. Gibbons in a shotgun, all spread out. 2 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left. Gibbons tried to keep the keeper, but he got met in the backfield by a whole bunch of Laurel Spartans. Brought down all the way back at the 16-yard line. Loss of several on the play.
Rylan Collier.
I guess he's back. Yeah, he's brings up a 3rd and 10. I think the Wolverines are going to be, well, maybe they're not going to try to run a play for the quarter ends. I don't think so. So I think that was the final play of the first quarter. So with the score, Laurel Spartans 21, our Elwood City Wolverines 0. We will be right back. Welcome back, folks. The start of this second quarter. Wolverines behind in this contest, 21-0. 3rd and 10 here for the Wolverines on their 17-yard line. Gibbons in a shotgun, 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, looking down the field, and he just threw it incomplete. I don't know if he was trying to.
Gibbons pass. Incomplete.
Well, anyway, that's going to bring up 4th down.
think they were trying to set up a screen there.
Yeah, so I'm
off to
thinking
that
a
left
screen,
side.
and it just was not there
Right.
to do. So punt formation now for the Wolverines. Good snap. High kick. Taken there at the 43-yard line in Wolverine territory. Number 6 fair caught that ball, Luke McCoy.
Fair catch by Luke McCoy at the Wolverine 42.
And the way Gibbons' punts have been bouncing tonight, that was a good play on his part. Just
Right.
take the fair catch. We'll take the ball right there,
Yep.
and we'll move from there. Don't forget, folks, we will have the Laurel Band as well. The band is not here tonight, but Mr. Caldwell, the band director, did film the band practice, so we will get to see our Elwood City Blue Band perform at halftime. As always, we'll have halftime stats. There's a handoff to number 5 around that left side. Nice stiff arm. Rolls his way forward. Out of bounds. Well, no, keep the clock going at the 35-yard line. Made something out of nothing. Did the runner for Laurel. Picks up 6 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 4.
Damage Gabriel, number 28, was in the vicinity along with Carter Luke, number 10.
So 2nd down. Picked up about 8 on that play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 2. Wide out to the left. 2 to the right tight end on that right side. Back to passes number 2. Hit there by Mayocker, but he got the ball away. Number 15 weaves his way through all the way down to the 22-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down and more. But Mayocker was in there from that defensive end position and was just a split second late. Carter Lutz was there for the tackle. Okay. But that is a 1st down for Laurel. Ball resting at the 23-yard line. Quarterback sends a man in motion. He keeps it. Up the middle he goes. Makes man miss. Brought down there all the way down to 10-yard line by number 47, Rodney Grimes. Pickup of about 11 on the play. That's going to be enough for a 1st down and sets the Laurel up 1st and goal just inside the 10-yard line. By the spot of the ball, I don't think they can get a 1st down.
Correct.
It's just right on the outside of the 10-yard line. DeRosa in the shotgun. Low snap, but he gets it picked up. Rolling out there, looking to pass. He does. Behind the intended receiver in the end zone. The ball falls incomplete. Nice coverage there by Ashton Wilson. Looked like maybe that quarterback was going to tuck the ball and run, but tried throwing it in there, a tight spot, and didn't make it. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Laurel in the shotgun. It's DeRosa. Sends him in motion, puts 3 on the right. Quick pass out there to number 5, and he is into the end zone for the 10-yard touchdown. Ashton Wilson on coverage made a valiant effort, but was that number 5?
I believe so.
Cullen Bartley with the touchdown, 10-yard touchdown catch, making our score 27-0. Early moments
Check
here.
that. Number 9. That was number 9.
Pardon, number 9.
Jamie McVicker.
Jamie McVicker on a touchdown. DeRosa on for the extra point. There's a good snap. Straightforward kicker. splits the uprights. That makes our score 28-0, Laurel Spartans. You know, we didn't have much of a pregame show with everything going on. If you're going to talk about keys to the game, we knew this Laurel, they could run the ball.
Yep.
They had different people be able to run the ball. We knew they had a big defensive line. Everything we knew has been confirmed here in the last 45 minutes of football play. You know, Laurel was a team that hung right there with Beaver Falls.
Yep.
I remember driving home from the game. You know, they were kind of in the game. They had a couple injuries, and I think maybe they still are injured. Saw some guys in street clothes down there. There was a Gibson, I think that was, I'm not sure if he's back or not. So here comes the kickoff for Laurel. Here's the run up and the kick. High driving and over the head of Zach Gatto, and the ball, we don't see that every day.
Oh.
That's a touchback. So it actually rolled down there and hit the pylon. So that'll be on a 20-yard line for the Wolverines, 1st and 10. I think at the point in the game, Brad, you just want to see something positive offensively. Have we had a first down yet?
We have not, unfortunately. Looking at the play so far, it's 19 plays for Laurel, 284 yards rushing, 260 with 24 yards passing, 12 plays for Elwood, 13 yards total.
So that's small victories here. Let's see if we can get a first down.
We saw that a couple times.
Sammy DiCaprio out there. Cameron Reynolds, a senior out there. Caleb Heitzenrader out there is a senior. Ron Gibbons is a senior out there. And Anthony Teolis. There's a handoff to Ashton on that jet sweep around. Had some blocking, but nice pursuit from behind by number 71.
I feel like you're going to have to
Calorondo
indirectly take a page out of Laurel's page, and where you're going to have to spread them out. You're going to have to go left and right on this one.
Yeah, I think so. And the Wolverines have come out here with a little different formations and got a few more wideouts in there. I beg your pardon, that's Tyler Powell back there, 23. His shirt was scrumped up, 22. So we've not seen Tyler carry the ball a whole lot tonight yet. And he gets the ball here. Hole closes quickly.
Ooh,
Big 55. Number 55. Wow. That's Mitch Miles. Kind of see why.
And it's pretty easy to see that number 55.
Yeah. He. So, going to bring up 3rd and, we'll call it a long 3 for the Wolverines. Got the shotgun deploying. Seeing some hand signals from the sidelines. I'd like to see that. Calling into plays. There's a handoff to Peyton O'Brien around that right side, and I don't think he's going to have enough for the first down.
Yep.
Just didn't make the cut quick enough, and the pursuit was too much. That's going to bring up a 4th and 1. Give him about 2 yards on the play. He needed 3. So that's about 4th down and 1 for the Wolverines.
Cam Colorado crossed the field to be there for the tackle. Kobe DeRosa also there.
DeRosa was out there on the stop. Pretty good athlete, I'm thinking this DeRosa kid is.
Yeah, I think between McCoy and DeRosa, kind of your two heavy hitters here.
Here's Gibbons with the punt.
Another good roller here.
I'm going to take a Wolverine bounce down there at the 37-yard line by Zach Gatto.
About a 34-yard punt.
34-yard punt there for senior Ryan Gibbons. So 1st and 10 for the Spartans, leading this contest 28-0. They have scored on every offensive drive except one, and that's where they had the interception. Been able to run all over.
I do hear Baby Shark.
Been able to
You are
run
right.
over.
Talking about the Laurel Spartans band, they've been playing Baby Shark over here. But it's like really slow.
So Laurel out on offense. DeRosa, number 4, new quarterback in there under center. Weaves his way through number 6. Luke McCoy. Logan Ayers was in there at quarterback at that series on that play. Pickup of about 7 on the play. Going to bring up a second down. They're going to give him 8. Second down and 2. Ayers under center. Sends a man in motion. Hand off to number 2. Nice stiff arm there. Weaves his way through. Going to get the line again. Flag coming in there. And I hope we're not a face mask, but I'm not certain. He does have enough as it stands right now for the first down, but we'll wait to see what the flag is.
I want to say it's a hold on that right side. Yep, it's a hold.
Yep, holding.
Yep. Just saw the replay here. Folks, it's definitely a hold.
So that's a spot foul.
Yep.
They'll mark 10 yards off. So they'll replay second down. Senior Rodney Grimes out there, giving a shout out to all of our seniors. Rodney, a young man, has played on this team for 4 years. Is lettered, I think most all of them. Okay, that's going to bring up a 2nd and 14. The ball resting right on that 33-yard line. Ayers, number 4, in there at quarterback now. I formation this time. Hand off to the second man through with some running room and is full steam ahead, and he's gone. Number 6, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Number 6 with the 67-yard run. We've had 3 touchdowns runs over 30 yards tonight. That was Luke McCoy. How many yards is he up to now? Good grief, got to be over 150, I'm sure. That brings our score 34-0 with 6 minutes and 17 seconds left. We'll wait to say it after this kick, Brad. I got a question for you. Can you get mercied in the first half, or do they keep it going?
You cannot.
Okay.
It'll keep it going, but then the moment the second half starts, it'll chime in.
We'll roll through. So we'll see if number 2, DeRosa, straight kick. That kick is up and good. That brings our score 35-0. No, it's no good.
Oh. Yeah. Interesting.
I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. So, from this angle, I should look at the refs. So, Wolverines offense, this season, it's kind of, well, we're down 34-0. A nice crowd on hand. I think they were limiting. You had to have a ticket.
Yeah, you didn't have to have a ticket.
Tonight.
For the Wolverines, it was two tickets for each player. And I know they have a limit on Laurel's side as well. Right now, we're looking at Luke McCoy, 8 carries, 189 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Wow, that's...
And then on top of it, Michael Pasquarello, 2 carries, 78 yards, 1 touchdown. So combine them, you're talking 335 yards, 4 touchdowns.
With a long of 83, which that helps your average.
Yeah.
But we've had three run plays over 62 yards tonight.
Right.
Here's the run up and the kick. high. This kid got a foot on him. Taken there by Gatto at about the 2-yard line. Coming out, driven down there with authority. They give him forward progress to the 20-yard line. So Wolverines ball, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Taken by Zach Gatto. He's back near the 20-yard line.
Did you hear who did the dinner last night?
Aiden Collins, number 10.
I did not, unfortunately.
Okay. Try to find that out for people.
1st and 10, Wolverines.
So Wolverines ball, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Just Wolverines getting out in the field, just 10 seconds on the play clock. They need to hurry up here, and they're going to get it off. Gibbons, hand off to oh gosh, he got nailed. Guess who? Number 55, Mitch Miles, was in there to make that initial hit. Get him back to about the line of scrimmage, but Tyler Powell was hit. Nope, that was Carter Lutz, I beg your pardon, with the run. McVicker on a tackle with Mitch Miles there to plug up that hole. So 2nd and 11, loss of 1 on the play. Gibbons in the shotgun, hand off to Carter Lutz. You can't run straight into Mitch Miles. It's not going to work. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Once again, Carter Lutz on the carry.
Give him 1 yard on the carry.
Miles did not move.
Miles did not move.
The speaker here said
Miles did not move.
Miles didn't move, and
they weren't kidding.
I
They
tell
didn't
you,
move.
on that left side, I think it's Caleb Heitzer got his hands full with number 55. He's a men amongst boys out there. So 3rd and 10 here for the Wolverines. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Gibbons in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Looking downfield. He's under duress, getting thrown. He makes the first wave miss, throws the ball up and out of bounds. Ball incomplete. Gibbons had pressure on him from about 3, maybe 4 different Laurel Spartans that time. So incomplete pass stops the clock with 4:45 remaining. Wolverines have 2 timeouts, and Laurel has yet to use a timeout. Hey, got to give a shout out to our friends at Doggone. They broadcast all of our games this season, and we do appreciate getting out there, and other eateries around town I know I've heard have too. So we appreciate getting them out there and check out all of our local eateries there in Elwood City. Great food at so many places, and support these local businesses. Many of these businesses support our high school football sports. Gibbons kick this time. Going to stop there at the 47-yard line. And they obviously did not watch last week's game.
No, they didn't.
I don't know.
They didn't watch it last week.
Because the punt returner actually is going to pick the ball up. And we had that fiasco last week where they thought the other
I still
team
can't
touched
believe.
it, and they didn't know what to do, so they re-kicked.
Yeah, I still can't believe that. It's 2020 and you're re-kicking. Did I say that?
Yes, you did. Well, it's the year, 2020.
Yeah, just
Anything
one of
can
those
happen.
things.
But one thing we do have to say is we are glad that we got all 7 games in.
Yes.
We were supposed to play 10, obviously, and then as the summer rolled on, and credit WPIL for finding a way to get some things done, and they did. Number 2 back at quarterback, looks down the field. A little too tall for number 15. Nice play, just didn't get the execution done. Michael Pasquarello was the intended receiver. Ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10. 4:31 left to go here in this second quarter.
Can kind of see why the Laurel Spartans kept Beaver Falls in check.
Yeah.
They're making a couple
the thing
plays.
Is they do have, not the whole line, but there's some big guys on that line that could probably match up against the size of Beaver Falls.
Mm-hmm.
Beaver Falls, they're a lock for playoffs, undefeated going into this evening against Neshannock.
And they are the favorite for
Double A.
Double A.
Are. Well, they're like 3rd in the state. Going deep this time is DeRosa way down there. Oh, ball falls incomplete. Nice coverage there by Zach Gatto.
I think that was Esposito, I think,
number
deep
3,
down there.
Esposito. The ball hung up there. I thought it was really overthrown, but hung up there, and Esposito got his hands on it, as well as Zach Gatto. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10, ball on the 47-yard line. See what Laurel draws up here on this 3rd and 10. Little misdirection, hand off to 22, got ahead of steam. He gets that outside edge, running away from everybody. Carter Luke's trying to make it big. Not going to happen. He's into the end zone. Misdirection. There are no flags on the play.
53 yards.
53 yards for number 22, Landon Smith. Only 5'5" is Landon Smith, but he makes them legs churn for that long run, bringing our score 40-0. Extra point forthcoming. The wind's maybe picking up here a little bit at the stadium. That kick is up, and
It's
that
good.
one is good. That's 41-0. We'll take a quick break. Welcome back, folks. Score here 41-0, and handily winning here, Laurel Spartans. Hey, you saw all of our media outlets, our Facebook page, Twitter with Brad Windhorst, Facebook, ecwolverines.com. Just because the football season's over, we don't stop, because we got volleyball coming up. We'll have updates at that EC Wolverines website, and your Twitter, Brad. You cover a lot of the playoffs of people in the MAC, as well as all the playoff games going on. So exciting times coming up. High end over and kick. This kid's got a boot that landed in the end zone. Wow. Touchback now. Wolverines will have a long field, setting up shop at the 20-yard line.
I think this is more than Wheaties.
Yeah,
This may be grain.
So he puts it in there. I don't have the ages of the Laurel players to know how old they are, but
Folks, if you want to give us a help, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That will allow us to live stream mobily.
On the
YouTube page. Yep. If you go to YouTube, type in Elwood City Wolverines, subscribe to us, get us 1,000 likes. Then that way we can also stream on different platforms.
Yeah. So if you can do that, if we have some high school kids listening, go to that YouTube page and subscribe to Elwood City Wolverines. That will help us down the road. We kind of got grandfathered in and did not have to do that originally.
And unfortunately, that changed.
So Wolverines, 1st and 10, ball on the 20-yard line. There's a handoff there to the middle. Nothing happening there. I'm not even sure who got the ball on that one. I think it might have been
I want to say it was
22, Anthony Teolis.
Yep, Teolis.
On the carry, senior Anthony Teolis. There's just nowhere to run up the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, 55 was in there. Mitch Miles, we've talked a lot about him. And then he's coming off the field right now. And going in for him is number 60. And he's a 6', 200-pounder. He's got to be more than 200 pounds. Look at him out there.
Yeah.
There's a handoff to Powell. 71, I believe, on the stop. Cam Catanaro. pick up, give him a couple yards on the play, going to bring up a third down.
Tyler Powell's 1-2-3 carry. He gained
Tyler Powell was the ball
3
carrier.
yards. He was hauled to the turf by Cam Colorado. Third down, 7.
So 3rd and 7. Remember, we'll have the bands here at halftime and halftime stats and start of a third quarter. Listen up. We got a couple announcements we want to make and some thank yous we need to give out. And we'll roll them into halftime and the start of the third quarter. So Gibbons in a shotgun on this 3rd and 7. Back to pass. Got some time. Pressed out of the pocket. Goes to the right. So dropped off there to Tyler Powell. Makes a man miss. But taken down. I don't think he's going to have enough for the first down.
Pass complete was Tyler Powell.
71, I think.
71 in there again, Caldonaro.
Once again, that's Cam Colorado. He's short of the first down with the ball.
Short of the first down, so I think the punt unit is coming onto the field. What's this, about their 7th punt tonight?
2 minutes remaining. First half.
Just about 2 minutes remaining in this.
Hey, have you been keeping count?
Hey.
You nailed it.
I,
This is number 7.
we've not had much other offense to keep track of. There's the punt. High kick this time. Drops there at the 50. Ashton Wilson downs it there at the 47-yard line in Laurel territory.
Ashton Wilson, number 14, inside Spartan territory at the 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Laurel from that point.
So 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Ball resting on the 47-yard line. Minute 51 left to go here in this second quarter. Number 4, Logan Ayers in at quarterback. Handoff there to number 6. Oh, man, he just 47. Grimes takes him down. But 6, Luke McCoy, put a lick on Carter Lutz. Drive himself. The kid was not going to go out of bounds. He was bowling people over. Ball now at the 35-yard line. Minute 40 left to go.
That officially puts McCoy 9 carries, 207.
Wow.
Whew.
207 yards in the first half. Under center. Pitch out there to number 2. Makes a few guys miss. Weaves his way back through. He got a man to beat. He beat him. 5. Touchdown. Number 2, Kobe DeRosa with a 35-yard run. That brings our score, good, googly moogly, 47-0. In the first half of football, the Elwood City Wolverines defense will want to forget. Minute 11 left to go here. And well, DeRosa on with the extra point. There's the kick, and it is no good. No good, wide left.
Kick no good, 1 minute 11 seconds remaining. First half, it's the Spartans 47, the Wolverines 0.
And do you remember we drove all the way down there to Brentwood last year for the final game of the season?
Yep.
And we got our clocks cleaned.
42-0.
And I'm driving here tonight, winless team. Last year, drove down there, winless team. I was hoping we were not going to see the same thing again. And we're seeing it tonight. Laurel is making a statement here tonight. There's when you're talking about this playoff scenario, and it's not really affected us here in 2A. Some of the other conferences, it may, because there wasn't games played,
Right.
there may be some people making judgment calls on who gets in and who doesn't.
The key thing in 2A is they take the division winner or the section winner, which would be Beaver Falls basically. But after that, it is wild card. So Whitfield will decide. Now, it's pretty obvious that with Laurel being against Beaver Falls, we'll get in.
Yeah, I would think they would be. Ball goes over the head of Zach Gatto, and it's a touchback. So that'll be Wolverine ball with 1:09 seconds left to go here. Ball at the 20-yard line.
That puts Kobe DeRosa, 5 carries, 90 yards.
And he started the game as quarterback.
Yes. Yeah, they've got 19 carries, 441.
441 yards.
Rushing, 465 total.
Gibbons under center. Hand off to Powell. Hall, it just tackled there, gang tackled. Really no gain on the play. Fell forward for we got 2 yards. Logan Ayers was in there.
Tyler Powell was the ball carrier. He's about 3 yards across his own left side. Logan Ayers was there along with number 50, Joe Udek.
So 30 couple seconds left to go here on this 2nd and 7. There's a handoff to Powell. It's a little push off that left side.
Hey, first down.
I think he's going to get his first down. Yep, they are going to move the stick. So we escape the half with a first down.
It's Powell again, gaining the first down yardage.
We're going to roll the clock. That moves the chains. And I think that is, we'll see how fast they move here.
On the tackle along with Colton Hill, number 52.
9 seconds remaining. I think they're going to get the play off on this 1st and 10. Gibbons under center.
He just got it off.
Hand off to, that's Grimes that time, up the middle, picks up about 8 yards. So at the end of the 2nd quarter, halftime, Laurel Spartans 47, Elwood City 0. Enjoy the halftime show. We'll be back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. With great pleasure, I present to you the pride of Elwood City, the 2020 Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band. Tonight, the Blue Band opens with the theme from the Avengers. Next, the blue band goes to the 60s to feature its dance line with the Spencer Davis Group's Gimme Some Lovin'. We continue to feature our dance line with the grunge hit from Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. The Blue Band would like to close with the Rolling Stone hit, Paint It Black. and gentlemen, the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band. The Blue Band is under the direction of Mr. Lee Caldwell, assisted by Justin Miller, choreography by Bacon Westfall and Junbar Brown. Our drum majors are Riley Odom and Grady Smith. And now, the Blue Band Funk.
All right, folks, welcome back to the stadium here. We just witnessed the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band perform. We're about down to the last song here or two for Laurel. We'll talk a little bit here. We just want to give some score updates here real quick. New Brighton is up on Riverside 21-0. New Brighton is 4-2. That's a big game for them. Mohawk with an early score on Freedom 7-0. We would have the score for the Shenango-Rochester game. This is just a alert for fans. Maybe you know somebody at the game. It's played at Rochester. Unfortunately, they had to delay the start of the game. Fortunately, there is an altercation with a person with a weapon outside of the stadium, close to the stadium, so they had to evacuate the stadium. That game has not started yet. So if you know somebody that may be at that game, check in with them real quick. So it's at Rochester Stadium. So far, nothing, no issue. It was just precautionary. All the fans were escorted out of the stadium. So we'll let you guys listen a little bit more here at halftime to the Laurel Band, and then we'll chime back in with some halftime stats.
like to feature our senior performers. This is their final performance at Spartan Stadium, and for that performance they had chosen the song All Star. Thank you, seniors, for all of your dedication and hard work over the years. We will be missed. Good luck in the future.
All right, folks. Coming back here at halftime, Laurel Spartans lead your Wolverines 47-0. About ready to start here in the third quarter. We do have the Mercy Roll into effect. You just heard Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band as well as the Laurel Spartan Band. We want to congratulate both bands on a great season, a great opportunity for both teams or both bands to still be able to entertain the home fans, and then also for us with the live stream recorded for the high school band for Lincoln. So there's your halftime festivities. A couple scores we talked about was 21-0 New Brighton, and then 21-0 New Brighton over Riverside, and then Mohawk up 7-0 on Freedom. If you look on your screen, we do have the standings. That is a key game for New Brighton. If Brighton wins, they're go to 5-2. They're kind of playing that Cinderella team, shall we say, or that trump card where they kind of have the eye tester. WPIL will choose the 4 WPIL play-in games, or the wild cards, shall we say. They could choose 2 teams for wild cards from the MAC. We kind of doubt it. The only reason why we say that is because Laurel did beat New Brighton, so that kind of gives them a 1-up. And Whitfield doesn't like when a team that makes playoffs did get beat by a team that's right above them. So good chance that it'll probably be just Laurel Spartans with a 5-2 record, and then Beaver Falls as well. If you see the rest of the way down through, we did say Mohawk was up 7-0 on Freedom. Mohawk was sitting there at 1-5, while Freedom was sitting there with that 3-3. Technically, Freedom still mathematically has a shot, but if they lose that game, then their hopes are completely ending for this season. So some halftime stats here. Some crazy stats by the Laurel Spartans in that first half. They put up 21 points in the first quarter, 26 in that second, for a total of 47 through 2 quarters. The big show was Luke McCoy, Kobe DeRosa was big in there. Jamie McVicker got in on the action, and Landon Smith as well. Total first downs, Laurel 8, Elwood City 1. Total nut yards rushing, I am not joking here, folks. 44 for Elwood, 441 yards rushing for Laurel at halftime. Net yards passing, 24 for Laurel, 4 for Elwood. So total net yards at halftime, 465 yards. You heard it right. 465 compared to 48 yards for Riverside. The average yard per play, just 2 yards for Elwood, 17.9. They're averaging almost 20 yards per play. Something that definitely has to be changed in that second half coming up here. Penalties are 1 apiece, 1 for 15 for Elwood, 1 for 12 for Laurel. Number of punts for Elwood, 7 for 232 yards. Ryan Gibbons is averaging about 30 yards per kick. Kickoffs, just insane numbers here. 2 for 76 for Elwood, 8 for 222 yards for Laurel. Time of possession is in favor of Elwood. The one thing that we could say that Elwood is winning right now in this game is the number of turnovers. Laurel does have 2 turnovers. Elwood does have 1, with one of those turnovers by Laurel being turnovers on down. Individual stats, Luke McCoy, 9 carries, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's averaging 23 yards per carry. Kobe DeRosa, 5 carries, 90 yards. He's averaging 18. Michael Pesquero, 2 carries, 78 yards, 39 yards average. Landon Smith, 2 carries, 61 yards, 30 yards. So you got 4 players there up over the 18 yards per carry for a total of 441 in those 6 touchdowns. For the Wolverines, leading rush right now is Tyler Powell, 4 carries, 15 yards. Passing-wise, Kobe DeRosa, 2 for 7, 1 interception, 1 passing touchdown with that long of 14 yards. For Elwood, Ryan Gibbons, 2 for 5, 4 total yards. Those 4 yards were given to Tyler Powell. He has one of those catches for 4 yards, and then Ashton Wilson with 1 for 0. Michael Pesquero has 1 for 14, and then Jamie McVicker, who caught that passing touchdown from DeRosa from 10 yards out with the 1 touchdown. So there's your halftime stats. Definitely in favor of the Laurel Spartans. We knew they were coming in this game. They had to prove themselves to Whitfield that they're going to make the playoffs as a 5-2 team, and I think they've done a pretty good job with it.
They have, and they are getting some help by the looks of things. Mohawk is ahead of Freedom,
yes,
7-0, and I don't know where these are at on time.
Yeah,
but they're probably not at halftime with our hours when they start.
And I wanted to fill you in on this, Thad, as well, just so that I don't know if you have any friends at Rochester Stadium. That Shenango-Rochester game has not kicked off yet. Unfortunately, they do have the entire stadium evacuated. Now, it's a precautionary, but there is a person with a weapon just outside of the stadium.
Oh, my word.
The police are there. They just escorted all the fans for precautionary, but if you know, and this is for fans at home, if you know anybody in the Rochester area or at that game,
and that was Shenango,
check in with them.
They were playing
That's Rochester and Shenango.
Could be too.
Yeah, so
not
just
to
check
alarm
in.
people, but that is what's going on there.
And that was posted by Beaver County Times.
Okay, so very, very reputable source. And let's give a shout out to like the Beaver County Times, the Newcastle News. We get inundated with information all week.
Right.
And the Beaver County Times does and Newcastle News as well, but they do a really nice job covering high school football, all of high school sports. We obviously see the football a lot more, but a lot of the information we get throughout the week,
we're looking at
we get from them.
everywhere.
We look everywhere, but a lot of times it comes back to the Beaver County Times. So just a shout out to them. We're not here for plagiarism or anything. They put it out there for anybody to use, but we do appreciate it. Here's the run up and the kick. Elwood City getting the ball first. Taken there. That's Ashton Wilson. No, it's not. It is,
I think, number 19.
Number 19. Gang tackled there at about the 25-yard line. And that was Braden Hendrickson out there. So we'll start off this half. Mercy me. Mercy row in effect with the Spartans leading 47-0. Last night's dinner, I did find that out, and Kim Gibbons and Mary DiCaprio did the dinner last night, and I think they had some donations from the new Shop and Save, the chicken that they had. So thank you to Kim Gibbons and Mary DiCaprio and their families for giving them Thursday night dinners. There's a handoff. Not much running room there. I'm not even sure who got the ball. If Tyler Powell's in there right now. Oh, we got flags, 2 of them up in the air. I think we're dealing. Yeah, Tyler Powell's holding his helmet. So wait to see.
Wilson carries.
It was Ashton Wilson with the carry
3 yards gain, flag on the play.
for a 3-yard gain. Face mask against Laurel.
Face mask to call against
So that's
the
going to be
Spartans.
15 yards in the Wolverines' favor. So we get another first down starting off this third quarter. Just got to give a thank you. We'll kind of do that now for what we've got going on here this season. Personally, I want to thank Brad Windhorst. Brad, he is ecwolverines.com. He is the guy, the guru that does all the stats, has all this information. We got 3 iPads and laptops sitting in front of us, sets everything up. Was asked, and he stepped right up this year, covering volleyball, junior high with the COVID, covering so many of the fall sports, and we'll be going into the winter sports. 1st and 10 here. Gibbons handoff to Powell, pick up about 3 on the play, but Brad really puts a tremendous amount of time into this, and I just kind of show up. He sends me stuff throughout the week, and show up and do what we do, and it would not be done without Brad Windhorst. Brad, I thank you, and I know we got a community out there that thanks you for what you do.
And I really, truly appreciate it. There's a reason why we always come back to do this for, well, almost 5 years now.
2nd and 6. Gibbons handoff there to Powell, little misdirection. Up the center he goes. Nice pickup there for Powell. Takes the ball all the way down to the 38-yard line. Was there another flag coming in?
Yeah, there was another flag. I have a feeling it's another face mask. Yeah.
Once again, flags on the play. 3 picks at number 60 and number 39. That's Aaron Dowdy.
So we'll wait to see the flag. Another face mask. You're right. So we'll take that 15 yards. Yards are yards.
Face mask called against the Spartans.
So on a personal note, I need to thank some other people. As many of you that know me know, we have a dairy farm, and there's a lot of hours in that, and I'm not complaining. I knew what we signed up for, but we're normally milking cows at between 5 and 8 o'clock at night, and in harvest season like it is right now, them days even go a lot longer. And there's been nights that I've said to the guys, hey, I got a game tonight. Can you fill in for me? So I have to give a shout out to my dad, my 2 brothers, Wade and Blaine. They're at our farm, Camp Run Farms. My nieces and nephews help out, and my kids are there to help out too, that allow me to do this. If they weren't there to do this, I would not be here tonight. So thank you to them. There's a handoff to Tyler Powell. Tries to make something and did not get much on that play.
That's Tyler Powell once again.
Brought down, I think number 50 was in there, Joe Hudak. And my nephew Zeke, he's in 6th grade. I got to give a shout out to him. A couple years ago, we've been doing this 4 years now, and we were joking around one night and of things to say, and somewhere along the way, good googly moogly came about. And he dared me to do it. Well, so I did do it, and now it's kind of caught on.
Because
so a little, he's 11 now, but an 8-year-old kid came up with that. So credit to little Zeke. Not so little anymore. Hand off to Gibbons. Really nowhere to run there. Gets the ball down to the 20-yard line. Not quite into the 20-yard line. So
it's funny that you said that, because I said that over the weekend, or we were watching the replay of one of the games when we said it, and my dad asked about it, and I had to look it up. Sure enough, it is a song from way back.
Well, actually,
way back.
If it's in Caddyshack. To
yes,
be fair.
Yeah, it's in Caddyshack. So, you're right.
Okay,
you're
we're
right.
47-0, folks. We get to talking here. I'm sorry about that. But okay, it is 3rd and 7. Back to passes Gibbons. Looking down the field, throws it down there. Got his man, Ashton Wilson. That's a touchdown for the Wolverines. 21-yard hookup from Gibbons to Ashton Wilson. So the Wolverines find their way onto the board here at 8:43 remaining in this third quarter. 47-6, extra point forthcoming. Yep, R.J. Wilson, senior R.J. Wilson for the kick. Holding is his cousin, Ashton Wilson. Here's the snap. Good snap. The kick is down. High enough.
He
It
got
is good. That's good. Extra point for senior Ashton Wilson. That makes our score 47-7. A couple other people, the coaching staff, they've been great to work with on the varsity level and junior high level. And, of course, athletic director Kurt Agustinelli. He's been in Brad's ear all fall, and Brad's been in his. He answers any questions that we have, just setting up, talking to other athletic directors. His job has not been an easy one with this COVID, and he's handled it very, very well. And we can't say enough about the help that we've had from Kurt Agustinelli. I want to say something about the school board because they've really gave us free rein to do what we want to do. And, we do know them. We talk to them. And we get positive feedback. They have never once censored us or said, say this, don't say that. They've let us run free.
I was going to say, they tell us, hey, we need a live stream, and we live stream it, and that's it. That's
it.
all they say.
So, and the biggest people want to thank it, we got the players that we want to thank, and really have to thank the listeners. Our game tonight will put us over 25,000 views in the 7 games plus the junior high plus volleyball. And that is mind-blowing to me. If 25,000 views, that's logging in, different logins.
From a 2A rural area of Lawrence County, basically.
Right.
Not big city, Pittsburgh area. That's awesome.
We just thank you so much for listening. And we get it's people come up and say thank you. And honestly, we don't know. I don't know what to say because it's an honor to do this, and it's an honor that to broadcast these players. Been doing it 4 years now, and it's just something we look forward to. I personally look forward to, and thank you so much for listening. It's a joy to be able to do this every Friday night, every Wednesday night for junior high. R.J. Wilson now going to do the kickoff. The run up and the kick high, not a real deep kick, end over end kick. Takes an Elwood City bounce, picks it up at the 15 around this left side. Oh, taken down with authority there. Not sure who that was.
I don't think I got on it fast enough.
Yeah. I want to say it's the one that's run right now, 26?
No, I think we're 70 out there. I think that was Damien McCandless down there on the stop.
Oh, okay.
So 1st and 10. Now for the Spartans.
For Elwood, the tackle is made by Damien McCandless, number 70.
Yep.
So they're going to start from about the 16-yard line.
They say number 70, or 70.
There's a direct snap in the run up the middle. Not too much. Pick up about 2 there for Laurel.
Run was by Aiden Collins, number 10. He gained a couple of yards up the middle. Cameron Reynolds, 53.
Yep, Cameron Reynolds. Credit Cameron with the tackle.
For the tackle for Elwood.
Going to bring up a 2nd and 8. There he goes. Oh, made a stop there at the 27-yard line.
Once again, it's Collins. He's across the 25 up near the 26-yard line.
Peyton O'Brien with the stop. Picked up about 8 yards on that play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 1.
Short of the first down. It's 3rd down to 1.
So in the shotgun on this 3rd and short on the keeper straight ahead, and nope, he's not going to get it.
Nope.
Number 50, senior Andy Vrabel in there stopping, slowing things up along with Cameron Reynolds. Zach Gatto in there as well. So they did give him forward forward progress. Gives them the 1st down. It's 1st and 10, Laurel Spartans. Ball resting on the 28-yard line. There's a shotgun on the keeper. Straight ahead he goes. Mayocker in there to slow him down, but not after an 8-yard gain. For, is it number 10 quarterback now?
Yeah, I believe it's number 10, Aiden Collins.
Aiden Collins. Going to bring up a second down and 2.
Just about 6 minutes halfway through this third quarter.
Rolling clock here with the mercy rule in effect.
Hand off to
Hand off to number
45.
45 around that right side. Met there. Driven
Number
backwards.
10 and number 20.
Ball carrier was
10-20.
Zane Fowler, number 45.
So not sure who was.
Our 10 and 20 stopped it.
We'll say
Yep,
that again.
number
That was
10.
James Volker.
Yep. So
Loss on
So,
the play.
Loss
Third down,
on that
4.
play. Going to bring up a third down and 4.
I think that was Lutz.
Yeah, we don't have a number 20, I don't think.
Yeah. I think it was 28. I think it was DiCaprio.
10
DiCaprio.
and
Okay.
20 were our stops.
There's a snap. Back to pass. Going down the field deep. Underneath it, Ashton Wilson had really, really tight coverage on the would-be receiver for Laurel. Ball falls incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 4 for the Laurel Spartans. So appears to be a punt formation.
Punting now is number 15. I believe that's
Michael
Michael.
Pasquarello.
Yep.
High snap, but he does get it. Not much rush by the Wolverines.
Back is Gatto.
Gatto, he's just going to get away from it. And that ball's going to rest at the 29-yard line. So the Wolverines, after scoring on their last drive, now take over at the 29-yard line of Laurel. Don't forget, folks, I think there's a few tickets left for the gun raffle that the Wolverine football boosters are doing. And that goes off here on October 30th. If you want to get some tickets, contact one of the football players, one of the boosters, Sam Teolis, our booster president. You can stop by his office there at the funeral home, and he can set you up with some tickets or any other people out there. Final week to get those tickets. Gibbons under center. Wide out to left and right. Handoff there. Fumble on the play. I think
we got it
DiCaprio
back.
fell on top of it.
Yep.
Fumble. Ball came out before the runner was down. And
Ball came loose.
let's credit DiCaprio with recovering that ball. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Short gain on the play, 2nd down 9. Approaching 4 minutes on a running clock, third quarter.
Yep, 4 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. Gibbons, handoff there. Weaving his way through. Carter Lutz picks up some hard running yards there, about 3 yards on that play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Anthony Teolis was the ball carrier. He gained about 5. It's 3rd down 4.
So on this 3rd down and 4, quick pass out there to Ashton Wilson. Makes the first man miss. He's going to get a 1st down. Gets out of bounds there at the 46-yard line. Needed 4, got about 8 yards on that play. So nice hard running there by Ashton Wilson, a junior.
Yardage sufficient for a 1st down, Elwood.
Second first down.
Actually, 4th.
Actually 5th because we got 2 via
The penalty.
the penalty. So a couple 1st downs here in this half for the Wolverines. 3 wide outs to the left this time. 1 to the right. Since Ashton in motion. Hand off him, that sweep around that left side. Finds a crease, up the field he goes. All the way down to the 39-yard line. Picked up 12 yards that time, did Ashton Wilson. That's going to be a Wolverine 1st down.
Move, 1st and 10, Elwood. He was hauled down by Aaron Doty, number 39.
It's number 39 on the tackle that time, Aaron Doty. Seeing some new names out there on defense as Laurel has brought in some of the second team. 1st and 10 Wolverines from the 34-yard line. Back to pass. Gibbons looking. Throws downfield. Got his man. Ball falls incomplete. Valiant effort there diving for the ball. That was number 18, I believe. Caden Kreiser. He's a junior as well out there in the wide receiver position. Ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Approaching 1 minute remaining in the third quarter, 2nd down 10.
Just about 1 minute remaining here. Third quarter.
Fast-moving third quarter with the mercy rule in effect. The only thing that really stops the clock is a touchdown or an injury. Gibbons in the shotgun. Keeps it this time around that left side. Got some blockers. Keeps it in bounds. Diving forward all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's about a 16-yard run for senior Ryan Gibbons on the keeper.
Ellwood.
That's going to be another 1st down for the Wolverines. Ball now on the 24-yard line.
Ripped up Gibbons on the Elwood side of the football field. Ball placed on the 24-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Final seconds here of this third quarter. Gibbons in a shotgun. He's back to pass. Looks down the field for Sammy DiCaprio, and the ball was broken up. Broken up nicely. Sammy got some hands on it. Pretty good coverage there by Laurel. And that is going to be the last play of this third quarter. One more quarter to go here for our Wolverines. And with the score 47-7. Brad, something I was looking over some notes here the other night, and something I wanted to mention all season, have yet to do it. A couple people passed away here in the last year that meant a lot to the football program, or the school.
Yes.
I would say school. And one of them is Leroy Cortez. Leroy was on the school board. He would pop in the press box over the last couple years, maybe spot some numbers. A big supporter. You'd see him at all the basketball games,
And he
football games.
And he even was a component of the CTC school that I actually teach at. So it was nice to see his faces during the school board meetings.
Yes,
very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate in his battle with cancer, but just a super nice guy.
Yeah.
Another person I want to mention, and there's people around town that knew him much better than I did, but was such a huge part of our football program, especially when you go back to the mid-'80s, those great teams, is Anthony Petricola.
Yep.
Mr. Petricola was a teacher at Elwood City, was an assistant coach back in those 86, 87, 88 teams. Was the athletic director here.
Yep.
Went to some other schools as athletic director.
North Allegheny he was
absolute
involved with.
Fan of high school sports, college sports, and NFL.
Yes.
And he passed away here this summer. Don't know exactly when, but I just know a lot of people. He affected a lot of people's lives in a very, very positive way, whether in the classroom, on the football field, and any sports field. So just wanted to remember those two people here tonight. Gibbons with a handoff to Tyler Powell, pick up of just a couple yards on the play. So condolences to those families, but their legacy will live on here in the Elwood City community. Going to be 3rd and 6 now on this 4th down, or 3rd and 6 in this 4th quarter. I beg your pardon. Once again, I mentioned it earlier. I'll say it again. Congratulations to our middle school 7th and 8th grade boys football team. They went undefeated. They're section champs, 6-0, and did it quite convincingly. A very, very good football team.
Right. And
A lot of fun to broadcast those games. Gibbons back to pass, surveying down the field. Got some time. Throws it down there. Oh, almost intercepted. He had Ashton down there, but give
number 30.
Number 10.
Number 10?
Was in
Was it number 10?
Aiden Collins was in there to break it up, and probably could have squeezed his hands a little bit more, would have got interception. So
And talking about that the middle school team, they did not do a tri-county championship game where they take the top 2 teams and then they play for the championship.
it's
Basically,
COVID
it was
times.
given. It was given to the
yeah.
best team
Yes.
or the number 1 team.
It's pretty nice. We'll do this play on this 4th and 6 for the Wolverines. Back to passes. Gibbons got a man down there. Just stretched hands of Sammy DiCaprio. The ball falls incomplete. That's a turnover on downs. It'll be Laurel's ball at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Laurel leading the contest 47-7.
Just 10-12 left in the 4th.
Yep. They do stop the clock at change of possession. But it's kind of nice when you go on Facebook and you see all these rankings. There's not really like official rankings for middle school.
Right.
But they do. Everybody always does.
Yep.
And it's kind of neat when you see middle school rankings. Aliquippa, Central Valley, Elwood City. There's a handoff. Up the middle he goes. Number 34 met there hard by number 10, Carter Lutz. Stopped him dead in his tracks, but about a 4-yard gain.
There was a pull out there, a nice gesture pull between Aliquippa on Twitter with us, and they actually tagged Aliquippa's account and our account and said if these 2 teams would randomly meet, the only 2 undefeated teams in our area, who would win? And it was kind of neat to see.
Oh, that'd be
the
fun.
remarks.
That would be fun
cool.
to do. There's a handoff to the direct snap to number 11, a quarterback. Ridden down there after about a pickup of 4 or 5.
23 for the tackle.
Carter Lutz, or 23, Tyler Powell, senior Tyler Powell in there for the tackle. Had some help. It is 3rd down, and we're going to call it 3rd and 2. When you think about Beaver County, we'll get this play out of the way. 3rd and 2, Laurel. Ball at straight ahead run, and if they give them forward progress, which the guy across the way looks like they did, he was pushed back, but forward progress is going to be enough for the 1st down. Ball now at the 32-yard line. But, they still got to line up and play them. But when you go across the state in the conversations, Beaver County has 3 teams that are in that conversation for winning state championships.
And not only that, if you go old school, just, forever ago, just 4 years ago, Central Valley, Beaver Falls, and Aliquippa all have a good opportunity to win a championship, and they were in
the same
MAC
division.
conference.
Yeah, they were all in the same conference 4 years ago. Things change. There's a straight-up run there. About 4 or 5 yards. Cameron Reynolds on the bottom of the pile with the stop. But we do have 3 schools: Beaver Falls in the 2A, Central Valley in 3A, and Aliquippa in 4A. Granted, Aliquippa has to go through Thomas Jefferson. Mm-hmm. That ticket could be worth a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people that are looking forward to that potential matchup. Central Valley, I hear them being compared to Clemson.
Yeah.
On a 3A level. They're not going to line up against Clemson. 2nd and 5. Rolling his way forward, and I think he's going to have enough for another Laurel 1st down.
And
as the clock winds.
Central Valley did not, unfortunately, play Avonworth. Avonworth did have to shut everything down for a positive test. But Central Valley did pick up Burrell to play tonight.
Yep, 3rd and 1. And Beaver Falls got to play a pretty good Wilmington team here in Lawrence County.
Yep.
And I really want to take it to that game, so if it comes to that. 3rd and 1, we got movement. And I don't know if the Wolverines, the Wolverines were offsides on that play. Give them 5 yards and an automatic 1st down for the Laurel Spartans. So I think, here in the next day or two, I think is it going to wait till Monday to give that, or are they coming out tomorrow night? Because I think there's some games tomorrow night.
I think they actually will wait for.
There's a direct snap, running straight forward.
I can't be
Brought
certain
down
about
there.
this.
Anthony Teolis on a tackle, senior, brings down number 10, Aiden Collins.
I can't
a
be certain
5-yard
about
gain.
this, but if I'm correct, I think they're allowing one extra week to make up those games. I may be incorrect.
I did
There
not
was a-
see that, but maybe
There
that
was
is
some,
the case.
yeah, there was an extra slotted
Checking
days.
in now is number 63, Anthony Baird, 11th grader, and the keeper and a snap running forward. I think he was down. There was a fumble on the play, but they called him down.
Number 34, he's up near the first down marker.
Got some other Wolverines checking in here now. Number 25, Brooklyn Toronto, checking into the game.
Third down, 2 yards to go.
Number 52, Joe Begley.
Marnalute made the tackle for Elwood City.
Third and 2. Just over 5 minutes remaining in this contest. On the keeper, straight ahead. He's going to drive himself forward for a first down.
He gains first down yardage. He's up near the 43
I think that was McCandless in there, number 70, with the stop.
70 is Damian McCandless. McCandless pulls Collins to the turf. First and 10, Spartans.
First and 10, Spartans.
Looking 4.5 minutes to go.
I think we're going to get this game in before the rain starts.
Yeah.
But the way the wind's picking up, it could
You
happen.
can feel it.
There's weaving his way through some traffic, picking up about 6 yards there. It was number 34, Ben Hennon.
Ben Hennon again. Gains yardage down inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Checking in is number 11, Chase Wilson.
For Elwood. Second down, 5.
Second down and 5. On the quarterback keeper around that right side. Makes a man miss, rolls his way forward, falls forward. Nice run in there, all the way down to the 27-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Laurel Spartan first down. Ryan Lambright, number 44, he's out there on the field now, along with number 65, Ryan Welsh, Anthony Spatafor. And I have to apologize to that young man. I saw his dad mom at halftime. It's a mental thing. I call the kid Spatafora all the time.
Yeah,
It's
it's Spatafor.
Spatafor. So, but I tell you, Brad, you and I were talking tonight. He's done a really nice job this season.
Yep.
He's not the biggest kid out there, but a sure tackler when he does that. Around that left side's number 45, and there he is, Spatafora with the stop on cue. Nice job, buddy. Stopped him, about an 8-yard gain. Going to bring up about a second. And I said it right, Spatafora.
Yep. This drive here will put Laurel up over 500 yards rushing. They're now at 35 carries, 513.
Wow.
537 total.
Racked up a lot of offense tonight. There's a keeper by the quarterback. Not much running room there. Hole plugged up pretty quick.
Aiden Collins keeps the football. He's up inside the
Brooklyn Toronto in there kind of plugging up the pile.
25, Brooklyn Toronto. And number 7,
Damian McCandless in there as well. So on this senior night, just 2 minutes left to go. Spartans on the quarterback keeper, straight up the middle. Tackled there, picked up about 4 yards on the play. McCandless in there once again. I think Brooklyn Toronto, number 25. Ryan Lambright credited with an assist there on that. So going to bring up second down and 5.
15-yard line.
There's on the keeper rolling forward down to about the 8-yard line. I saw something interesting today, Brad. Someone threw out the. I think we get a first down there.
No, I think he was just a
Yep,
yard
just
short.
short.
Yep.
If you were a playoff football team, would you have all your players do online at home, so no one gets COVID.
Yeah.
I know. I've heard it said earlier in the season, but now it's pushed on the shove time. On the keeper is number 4. Nice hit there.
Collins keeps again one more time.
By
Spatafor in there.
That should be first and goal.
That is first and goal. We got about 48 seconds left. They are going to have to run another play. The differential between the play clock and the game clock is about 8 seconds. So just something I wonder if we're not going to see that happen for these teams. So ball at the 7-yard line. Awaits the snap. The ball, he takes a knee. Classic move there by the Laurel coaching staff. And that will be the final play of this 2020 season for our Elwood City Wolverines. They lose tonight 47-7. Stand by, folks. Not going to be a real long post-game show, if that's all right, Brad.
Yeah, in fact, we'll actually just stay right here.
Okay, we're going to stay right here and get you some of the stats. While he's comprising them, remember, folks, you can check out ecwolverines.com anytime next week, and you'll have the season-ending stats, individual player stats.
Yep.
You have all the games, volleyball, middle school football, high school football, to view at your viewing pleasure. So keep that in mind.
And what we will also do is I always try to do a write-up for the newspaper each week. I didn't do that this year because of us being in and out every single night. Instead, what we'll do is we'll do an end of the fall sports for every single team, including football, volleyball, the whole works. So once the fall sports is over, we'll take in on that action.
Wait, is this your phone? Yeah. Okay, I thought you were. I'm sorry, Brad.
Nope, you're good. Okay, let's try and see if we can get a couple out-of-town scores here real quick on Newcastle News and a couple different places here. There were a couple schools that did change. I know, like Union went to a 6:30 start. I want to say the New Brighton game was changed as well. A couple of the different games here were changed. I know they're up to a 30-minute delay. I think they're still delayed for that Rochester-Shenango game. Again, if you were just catching the ending of this game, it's just a precautionary. There was an active, I don't want to say active shooter, but there was a person that was armed right outside of Rochester Stadium. They did evacuate the entire stadium just as a protocol. From what I'm reading here still from Beaver County Times is they're still not started yet for that game-wise. I'm looking through here. I'm scrolling through trying to find some updates. Here's one for you. Of course, and this is why these games were bumped up. One of those games that weren't bumped up was Mohawk and Freedom. And there, sure enough, just 12 minutes ago, Mohawk Athletics did tweet that they're in a lightning delay. So it was 20-7 in the second quarter with 10:41 left. So here's an example where it was kind of a good thing to bump up.
Yeah, it was.
So there's that one. Looking around. Okay, here we go. Finally reported about 12 minutes ago. Shenango versus Rochester is now canceled because of active shooter in the area, possibly Saturday or Sunday rescheduled. So that Rochester-Shenango game is rescheduled, and that's kind of a big one for Shenango.
Yeah, it is. Shenango, once that game, they're going to want to line up and play them.
Yep.
Shenango's in the playoffs, but I think when you start talking about the seedings,
right, you want
that and Rochester should have been a very good test. I kind of thought that could be a really big game tonight. And
we don't ever want to undermine a team, but it is 1A ball. It is a different style down there.
It is, but that's who they're lined up to play against.
That's exactly. You're lined up to play against them.
And hey, it's nice when I scroll down through, throughout the week, and you're talking about, the state rankings, and you see a Shenango in there at number 5. It's pretty impressive. All right, hats off to them. Get your stats there,
Yeah,
Brad.
we'll go through the stats here instead. Unfortunately, any of the updates and the standings-wise and any of the scores, obviously they'll be on Trib Sports, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Also, if you're listening to 92.1 The Pickle when you're on your drive home tonight or anywhere you may be, always Friday nights, especially the weeks coming up here because of playoffs, 92.1, they always do a great show with Dawn Rebel with Trib Sports, so you can always catch all the stats and scores there. So your final score from Laurel Stadium here, 47-7. Laurel had all 47 points in the first half. They had 21 in the first, 26 in the second. Elwood had that one score there in the third quarter, as it was a nice pass by Ryan Gibbons to Ashton Wilson right over the middle of the right end zone here on our screen. So your final score, 47-7. We'll run through some team stats and some individual stats. Team stats-wise, first downs, Laurel had 15. Elwood City had 6 at the end of the night. Total net yards rushing, Elwood did finish with 110. And Laurel, wow, 525 yards tonight rushing on just, if I can figure this out, on just 40 carries. Last time I checked, that is a really, really good average per rush. Passing yards was 36 for Elwood, 24 for Laurel. So total yards, 40 plays, 146 yards for Elwood, 48 plays, 549 yards, with an 11.4 average per play for Laurel. Let's see, a couple other stats here. Not that key in this game, but if you wanted to also include third downs, Laurel was 4 for 6. Turnover battle was 2-1 in favor of Elwood, so that was the one good insight there for the Wolverines. Individual stats, rushing-wise, Luke McCoy, 9 carries, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kobe DeRosa, 5 carries, 90 yards, 1 touchdown. Michael Pecorello, 2 carries, 78 yards, 1 touchdown. Aiden Collins, who came in that second half, 14 carries, 65 yards. Landon Smith, 2 carries, 61 yards and a touchdown. And then Ben Hannon with 4 carries, 17 yards. If you total all it up, folks, 525 yards and all 6 rushing touchdowns with that 1 passing by Kobe DeRosa. He was 2 for 7, 1 touchdown, 1 interception with that passing touchdown. On the Wolverines side, Tyler Powell finished with 8 carries, 40 yards. Ashton Wilson, 4 carries, 30 yards. And then Ryan Gibbons, 4 carries, 14. Passing, Ryan Gibbons, 4 for 11, 36 yards. And that 1 touchdown pass, nice 21-yard reception by Ashton Wilson in the back of the end zone. So, and the extra point on that score was good by senior R.J. Wilson. So your final score, 47-7. Laurel with a big win. They improved to 5-2. They will be looking to playoffs. Hopefully those seats are coming out. I can't remember. I want to say it's Monday. They may.
I think it is Monday.
I think it's Monday because I think they're giving Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to technically make up any games that you miss.
Right.
They also know that they're going to have to make judgments, and that's why they changed it. The 4 seeds, 4 bottom seeds in 2A will be a judgment call by WPIAL. So technically Laurel's not in, but we can say that they're going to be in. It's clear. They did their job. They finished 5-2 with only 2 losses in a good, solid 2A Midwestern. Yeah, they're going to go.
I think so.
So I am done. 47-7, your final score. Thad, take us out.
Thank you, Brad. Another 2020 season come to the books. I'm just going to say it again. Thank you to our senior football players. We've been doing this for 4 years, or I have, on the broadcasting side. Yes, we'd have liked to have seen more wins, but either way, it was a lot of fun watching you guys grow up, and wish you nothing but the best. And them young men, they will go on and do great things. On behalf of Dakota Marshall, our cameraman, Brad Windhorst, and myself, Thad Sturgeon, we thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. We will see you down the road. I'm thinking basketball season. Girls and boys will be broadcast this year as it stands right now. Who knows with COVID, though? We make no promises. God bless. Thank you for listening. Good night.